Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Rebels TV. Yep, slightly different locale this week, and we've got the cordless microphone out. Bit of wind around, so make sure we can block that off a little bit as well. Yes, we're here, literally sitting on Lake Wendouree here in Ballarat at the moment with the beautiful Ballarat Yacht Club behind us, one of our new Rebels partners for 2018. Parto, I could get used to this. A little bit windy at the moment, but apart from that, a beautiful location here on Lake Wendouree.
Oh, it certainly is. You're on the shores of this lovely place in Ballarat, and the lovely venue behind us, the Ballarat Yacht Club, which is a new partner. So thanks to Bree and Wayne Sharp for their hospitality, and I can't wait to try the calamari salad very shortly, Shaun.
Yeah, we'll definitely be giving feedback on that. Don't you worry about that. Exciting times happening in Rebels land at the moment. We're only a couple of days away from round one of the TAC Cup Boys and a huge triple-header day at Mars Stadium this weekend. But before we look at that, let's have a look at last weekend. Of course, 3 big games of footy on Sunday at Mars Stadium against the Geelong Falcons, an under-16 development squad game, and our full under-18 squad in action in 2 practice games, Parto, and some very, very encouraging signs from all games.
Yeah, competitive over 3 games there, Shaun, which we wanted. So great hit out before round one. Our under-16s boys just fell away late in the last quarter. But that's understandable. The boys don't train together, and Geelong Falcons do. And our 2 under-18 games are really, really close. And Geelong Falcons are a benchmark of the competition. So, yeah, hopefully a good hit out before round one against the Bendigo Pioneers, Shaun.
Yeah, the premiers last year, the Geelong Falcons, of course, in the TAC Cup. And these games last year, we were talking about it before, we came off 15-goal losses in practice matches going into round one. So pretty happy with where things are sitting at the moment. And Mark Gregg's got the guys playing a very attractive brand of footy. Yeah,
not too many injuries, Shaun, either. I think we had 1 concussion on the weekend. So, yeah, walking into round one, nearly full strength. We've got Matty Lloyd out with a bit of an ankle injury still, so, but promising signs for round one.
Definitely is indeed. TAC Cup Girls in action on the weekend as well. And to talk more about the TAC Cup Girls game taking on the Geelong Falcons also up at Sebastopol, it's time to introduce, unfortunately not from here at the Yacht Club, we're going to head back into the studio and introduce our female talent coordinator, Krista Woodroffe, to take us through all things TAC Cup Girls. Welcome back into the studios this time here of Rebels TV as we start our TAC Cup Girls segment for the week, and we bring in our female talent coordinator, Krista Woodroffe. Krista, welcome back to Rebels TV.
Thanks, Shaun.
Bit of a tough week at the office last week against the Geelong Falcons for the girls in round 2. The scores up on the screen at the moment. Unfortunately, nothing in the goal kickers column, but it was still a day where we could take some good positives from the day.
Yeah, definitely. It was a tough day at the office down at Sebastopol. The winds were going 70 k's an hour, so that proved a little bit difficult for our girls. Look, they had patches of really good football. Their defensive intent was really good this week, probably in comparison to the week previous. So a lot of good things that we've taken out of the weekend, and the girls will do a bit of a review tonight. And they'll go through some of the areas for improvement, and hopefully this coming weekend we can take it one step further. As we announced on Rebels TV exclusively last week as well, first game on the weekend for new coach Reece Carr at the helm. How did he go? Obviously a bit of a baptism of fire given the way the scoreboard ended up on the day, but from your point of view, how did Reece go on the day? Yeah, look, Reece is a pretty confident person, and his coaching ability is really good in terms of, he's coached a lot of footy in his time, so I think it's just a learning curve for him with the girls, and the girls took it on as we knew that they would, and definitely moving forward I think he'll have a positive impact on them. Sets it up for a big weekend this weekend here at Mars Stadium. We've touched on it already earlier with Parto out at the Yacht Club, but the girls in action this weekend as part of our triple header weekend. 10:30 a.m. here at Mars Stadium against the Bendigo Pioneers. I'm tipping this is one that the girls would have had circled on the fixture for quite a while, and they'd be very excited about this game. Yeah, definitely it's going to be exciting, running out of the race here at Mars Stadium, and enjoying the atmosphere of the people that are going to come and watch. And I think the girls, they train here all the time, so we're used to the oval and used to the size of it, and I think our running power and our ability by hand and foot will hopefully set us in good stead. What's going to be the difference this week that hopefully helps gets the girls over the line for the first time this year? Look, I think it'll be how we approach the first quarter. going out
Yep.
with all guns blazing, and our tackling pressure has proved really strong over the course of sort of that third and fourth quarter. I think if we bring that at the start of the game and have that intent in front of goals, I think that we're ready for a good show.
We looked at the fixture and we thought, 10:30 is a bit early for the girls, but it's ended up working out beautifully as well, because the game will be over by midday and all the girls get a chance to go home and watch the AFL Women's Grand Final.
Yeah, definitely, and I think they're excited to do that too, so they'll be keen to get out there and have a crack, and after the game hopefully watch maybe a Western Bulldogs win.
That's what we're hoping for, let's be honest. Although we have got a former Rebels TAC Cup Girls assistant coach playing for the Brisbane Lions in Caitlin Ashmore, so we wish both of those clubs the best of luck. It's going to be a big day out here on Saturday, Krista. We're very, very much looking forward to it. Thank you very much for joining us once again this week on Rebels TV.
Always a pleasure.
We might get the camera out this week as well, and I reckon next week on Rebels TV we're going to have a couple of our TAC Cup Girls players feature alongside you and I as well, so keep an eye out for that one.
Fantastic.
That's Krista Woodroffe, our TAC Cup Girls Female Talent Coordinator. It's time to head back out to the Yacht Club and see what's happening this week, obviously on the boys' side of things, with Parto and myself. Krista Woodroffe, our Female Talent Coordinator, and hoping for a much better result this week, Parto, as we see our TAC Cup Girls against the Bendigo Pioneers in action at Mars Stadium.
Well, triple header, Shaun. So Mars Stadium is going to be packed on the weekend. So we get the girls, under 16 boys, and TAC Cup boys after that. So a great day of footy, and local footy hasn't started either, Shaun. So we hope to get as many spectators and people out to watch the Rebels as we can. Yeah, we'll touch on that more very shortly when we have a look at our game preview for this week. But before we do, Parto, it's back. One of the most popular segments on Rebels TV every week, Inside 60, brought to you this year by the Ballarat Yacht Club. Quite apt that we're here launching Inside 60 for the year, brought to you by the Ballarat Yacht Club, and we're doing it from the Ballarat Yacht Club. And the first person to go under the hammer, so to speak, this year, Parto, one of our second-year players, Tom Clark. Well, very young, good young man, young Tom, so looking forward to what he's got to say, and yeah, Shaun, I'm looking forward to this one. Yeah, so for the first time this year, let's go Inside 60, thanks to the Ballarat Yacht Club.
Tommy or Clarkey? On the wing. Either Rattle Roberts or Lockie Whitfield in the DWS. East Point Football Netball Club. Bald. Charlie Perks. No, not really funny. Probably Lockie Dawson or Scott Carlin. Elliot Lamb, because he thinks he's quick, but he's actually not. Quinton Shortle. Played my first game for St Pat's first 18. Jeff Shortle. Sam Walsh.
Inside 60, thanks to the Ballarat Yacht Club. Good to have it back, Parto. And Tommy, very much straight down the line, but as always, there's a little bit of cheek in him as well, so he's given a couple of clip on the way out. Well, certainly his vice-captain, St Pat's, well-educated, Shaun, good young kid. Certainly is. The wind getting up here at the Ballarat Yacht Club as we turn our attention to this weekend and three massive games of footy at Mars Stadium on Saturday afternoon. First off, Parto, as we spoke about with Krista, the TAC Cup Girls game between the Rebels and the Bendigo Pioneers, both teams looking for their first win for the year. It'll be a close game. The Bendigo Pioneers are a well-coached team, and with Reece Carr coming the seat for the Rebels, I think it'll be a close game, and looking forward to the girls get on the board, hopefully, Shaun. Yeah, let's hope so as well. And then after that, the under-16 development squad take on the first game in the AFL Victoria Country Challenge Series for the under-16s against the Bendigo Pioneers. Great opportunity for our young stars of the future to play on an AFL ground first up.
Yeah, really pleased with the boys on the weekend in the trial game, and that'll just lead us into a really good game against the Bendigo Pioneers. I think 2 evenly matched teams, and yeah, I've got a bit of talent there, Shaun, which I'm really pleased with.
Yeah, it definitely is. And then after that, the main event on Saturday, round 1 of the TAC Cup competition, the GW Rebels taking on the Bendigo Pioneers. Played the Pioneers a few weeks ago in a practice match, and there were some good signs coming out of that. Of course, we split the Chocolates 1 game each in 2017, but it's a new year, new squads, new coach, new outlook, new everything for the Rebels this year.
Yeah, similar sort of area, Shaun. Bendigo Pioneers area is very similar and vast area than the Rebels area, so 2 similar programs and probably similar talent base at this stage too. So looking forward to a really competitive game there, and I think we might have got the Chocolates in that game against the Bendigo Pioneers in the trial game. But yeah, it's a new game, new year, Shaun. So looking forward to a good game.
And going to be a stack of Rebels debutants more than likely in round 1 as well. Some are in the area of 10 to 12 more than likely if we do the maths on it. So keep an eye on our Facebook page Friday night, and you'll get to know exactly who those debutants are as we announce our teams on Thursday night at 7:30 as well. Team selection will come out. So exciting times for some future stars of the Rebels.
Yeah, certainly is, Shaun. So, yeah, as you said, 10 or 12 debutants. So that's great for our program, great for the enthusiasm of the group as well. So looking forward to seeing those players play their first game for the Rebels.
Yeah, it'll be a very interesting time. So make sure, folks, you get down to Mars Stadium this weekend. If you can't make it, stay in tune with the Rebels social media, because we'll have full quarter-by-quarter coverage from all games. We'll have goal-by-goal coverage for the TAC Cup Girls and the TAC Cup Boys games as well. So you won't miss a beat. And then, Parto, after the game, we're trying something different here with our Rebels communication this year, because Coach's Corner, very popular segment last year, new coach, trying something new as well. We're going to go live on Facebook 30 minutes after the game with Coach Mark Gregg previewing the game, and it's a chance for some interactivity as well. Follow our Facebook page. Make sure you're having a look at that post. The best question that we get from one of our Rebels fans via Facebook, we'll put that to the coach live on air.
Well, that's good. Well done, Shaun, for that initiative, and looking forward to it.
Very much looking forward to everything this weekend as the TAC Cup season kicks off at Mars Stadium. We look forward to seeing you there. We look forward to seeing you next week on Rebels TV, Wednesday night, 6 p.m.
Shawnee, shout out to the big Dan the man, and also the big E man as well. Avid listeners and watchers of the Rebels TV show.
Ah, fantastic, boys. Great to have you on board, and we'll make sure that we see you at Mars Stadium on Saturday. If not, we'll see you next week on Rebels TV.